Today we're going to discuss the 100 Dresses by Eleanor Esty, illustrated by Louis Slybakken. Wanda was a little girl. She was a poor girl of Polish descent. She was missing from school one day, and no one had noticed for days until the most popular girl, Peggy, and her friend Maddie were late to school because they were waiting for her to have some fun. They usually waited for her outside the school to have quote-unquote fun with Wanda, because Wanda wore the same blue faded dress every day to school. All the girls taunted her. When they did, they would ask her, "How many dresses do you have at school, Wanda? How many shoes do you have at home, Wanda?" And Wanda would exaggerate with the answer, 100 dresses, or 60 different pairs of shoes of all different colors and all different styles. The girls would start laughing at her because they knew that she only had the one dress. Maddie was sitting in class, remembering the day the dress game begun. It made her uncomfortable because she was scared that if she said anything to her friend Peggy, that she would be the object of ridicule. So she never said anything, just hoping that one day Peggy would realize she was being cruel and mean. A couple of days later, on the day of the contest, the girls didn't wait for Wanda. They went straight to the classroom, and they stopped in their tracks. There were about 100 drawings of dresses, all different kinds, colors, styles, hung up all around the room. The teacher announced the winner for the boys and goes on to say that the winner for the girls was Wanda. But Wanda wasn't at school. There was still a huge applause for Wanda. Just as the applause stopped, a student appeared in the doorway. It was a note from Wanda's father, stating that Wanda and her brother Jake would no longer be at attending the school anymore, because the kids would make fun of her name and that they were moving to the big city. Just as the school day was over, Maddie was reflecting on her actions and thought there had to be something that she could do to make up for not doing anything when others were making fun of Wanda. And just as she was having that thought, Peggy says, "Let's go see if the kid has left town or not." And Maddie thought that Peggy had the same idea as her, that their actions were not all right and that they would try to make up for their actions. The girls reached Wanda's house, and it looked as like it had been abandoned. They knocked on the door with no answer. The house was empty. The girls made their way back to the house, and that night in Maddie's room, she vowed to never stand by and watch as somebody is being teased. In school the next day, the teacher had made them write Wanda a letter. It was a friendly letter, just asking how she liked her new school and everything, but they didn't have Wanda's new address, so they sent it in the post, hoping that it would get forwarded to Wanda. It had been months since they sent the letter, and It was almost Christmas time, the day before their Christmas vacation started. The teacher at the end of the day said that she had a surprise for them. It was a letter from Wanda saying how much the letter said that she talked about her house and that the girls could keep all her drawings, but that Peggy and Maddie needed to have the specific dresses. And the reason that she wanted them to have the specific dresses was because each one of those drawings was for that girl. She drew Peggy because she was her friend, and Maddie because she forgave them for their wrongdoings. For this book, I thought that it would be good to have the students do a sequel of the 100 Dresses. They can think about Wanda's life in a new city. Is it different from living in where she was from? Did the children tease her there? Does Wanda want to return to her old home and be friends with Maddie and Peggy again? This story is about bullying, and it's also about forgiveness. Thank you.